G'day and welcome to this video on wood turning. My name is Gary and I've been turning for approximately 20 odd years. Today I'm going to demonstrate the use of spindle turning. With spindle turning, the grain of the timber runs parallel with the axis of the bed. Examples of spindle work are pepper grinders, salt and pepper shakers, candlestick holders, pens, pretty well anything where the grain runs along the length of the timber. For spindle turning, we need to be able to mount it on the lathe and we need to find the centres on the piece of wood. Normally I would use a centre finder. It is probably the simplest item to use. Simple case of marking an X on the timber. If I need greater accuracy, I'll mark it 4 times, just to make sure I'm finding the exact centre of my piece of wood. And I'll do the same on the other end. From there, I can take my drive centre, and on this one here, I can find the centre, and with a mallet, we're going to drive that into the wood. The safety tip here is never use the bed of your lathe to drive your drive centre onto your timber. Any banging on the lathe bed may cause it to fracture. I actually have the 4 indentations in the wood for the centre to grip on. An alternative to using that is a saw cut across your diagonals. That would do the same job. The spindle is held in place using either a drive centre or a Steb Centre. My preference is the Steb Centre. For with this, we have a number of teeth around the outside edge that bite into the wood and grip. But it's also a little bit more forgiving. If there is a bite or something like that in the timber may actually spin on the Steb Centre and without causing a lot of damage. Today, I'm going to use the Steb Centre. I don't need to drive this into the wood. I'll use a centre punch, find my centre, put a little mark in. So with the indents in the wood, I'm going to mount this now in the lathe. The Steb Centre is already located there. Place that in the little indent. I can bring the tailstock up, find the centre on that side, bring up a little bit of tension, and lock the lathe off. The safety part here is make sure you lock this off. Last thing you want is for this to work loose and this piece of wood to come flying out of your lathe. Check the tool rest is out of the way and I can spin it without catching on anything. Thank you for watching. I wanted to share this video with people particularly who are new and wanting to learn, but it's all about having fun at the lathe.